So we had a relatively quiet week in the way of major headlines, but we did get a lot of valuable insight from the heads of the Federal Reserve after the meeting in Jackson Hole last week. So welcome to this week's Mortgage Minutes with Mitch. So for starters, we'll look at what a lot of the heads of the Federal Reserve Board said this week. After the big meeting last week, they came out and kind of gave individual press conferences as to how they see the economy progressing and what they think inflation's doing, and ultimately what that means for interest rates. So one thing we can say is they are not in agreement. So while some think we need to keep the foot on the gas and continue to raise rates, some people are starting to realize that, hey, there is a lot of progress that's been made. Maybe we should take our foot off the gas a little bit. So it doesn't mean rates are going to come down just yet, but a lot of people think that they're going to pause rate hikes this month. So the next Federal Open Market Committee meeting is September 20th. We'll find out if they're going to raise rates. It's about 90% that they will not, that they're going to pause rates, at least for this meeting. So let's hope that's going to come to fruition. Now, as far as other major headlines, so manufacturing took a little bit of a step back. So what we saw was the increase pretty much across the board in unit labor costs. So ultimately what that means is it's getting more expensive for a lot of manufacturers to produce these goods. On the flip side of that, though, we did see that productivity increased. So kind of balance that out. Because if you see increase in manufacturing costs, ultimately that's going to trickle down to the consumer. We don't want to see inflationary things, so the good news is we saw that kind of curbed by the increase in productivity. On the flip side of that, though, when it comes to inflation, we saw Russia and Saudi Arabia extend their production cuts. So months ago they decided, hey, we're going to cut production by 1.3 million barrels per day. So they actually continue that through the rest of this year. So don't expect any relief at the gas pump. We saw the price of a barrel of oil shoot up over $90, the highest that's been since last November. So ultimately, we could see some increases coming at the pump. Now, for those thinking about buying a home this year, home prices continue to go up. So for the third month in a row, we've set record highs as far as home values across the country. 99 out of 100 major U.S. cities saw an increase year over year. So I've been saying it for a long time. If you're on the sidelines, kind of waiting for things to calm down, I don't recommend it. It is a great time if you're well qualified to get in, buy a house before we see prices continue to go up. Again, if rates drop, you can always look into refinancing. So that's what I'm here for, to help manage your mortgage once you get into that house. And remember, for every 1% that interest rates drop, 5 million more people become eligible to purchase. So if you think things are tough now, just wait till 5 million more people get added into the already tight inventory market. So if you are thinking of buying, would love the opportunity to work with you and help you out. Let me know what questions you have. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.